Ethan, hi, Jim Delapine here. All right, so I see you're trying to catch up here, and I see that you worked hard on revising this with layer masks, so I'm going to do this video for you to help you further. Uh, you have a big issue with trying to catch up. You're way behind, and these late penalties are killing you, so I'm just letting you know that. So let me just, help you with this. So, first of all, yeah, this, you should not include your name, and you don't put the character name in until 4.2, so I'm just hiding that for now. You also, so this, I'm going to get rid of that for now, and I want to make this more animated, okay? So you've got good quality images in here, so we have something to work with, okay? You cannot meld these arms together like this without it looking, silly. It's just, it's not working, okay? They don't meld together correctly. So first of all, let's just see what we can do here. All right. So first of all, I'm going to take this the CPU, and I'm going to scale this up a little bit. So I hit Control T, and then I'm going to start dragging out and hit Shift to constrain it. Otherwise, you'll stretch it. So Shift as I'm dragging, and the Alt or Option key will scale out from the center point. All right. So I'll just make this a little larger since that's his body. I'm going to move this down and move this down, and let's see. So also let's give this a little animation. So I'll hit Control T and rotate the head a little bit. So I'm going to take the center point here and drag it down here so we'll rotate around that point. Alright, so I'll just kind of angle his head a little bit, just for fun. Alright, so these here aren't working, so let's just hide those. Alright, and this here should, you want this to look melded together, so let's place this on the side of the CPU. So that means dragging this up above the computer base. All right, and now we'll make this. I'll distort this a little bit. So if I hit Control T, then hold down my Control or Command key and click in the corner here, I can start to distort this a little bit. All right, so I'll hit Enter. And actually, I'm going to also rotate this. So I'll hit Control T again, drag this over here, the center point, and then rotate this up. All right, I'll hit Enter. Now you want to make this look like it's coming out of the CPU body. So with the layer mask active, I'm going to my paintbrush tool. I'm making black my foreground color. I'm clicking on the brush size option and making this 100% hardness. Then I'm going to zoom in, and with the paintbrush active, black is my foreground color, and the layer mask active. That's important. I'm going to mask out this portion here so it looks like it's coming out of the CPU. Alright, so that will work from this angle here. This one is not necessary because it could be coming from behind. Alright, so you've got images in here you got from the web. They don't really work perspective wise, but we'll have to deal with what we have here. So you've got some issues here with this image here. So if I paint in the layer mask, notice that you have some lines here. Just paint out those lines on the side here. Mask those out. So if I click here and shift click, whoops, if you zoom in you can see them. So just mask them out. Alright, and we'll move this up and rotate this so that it looks something like that. Alright, so we got that. And maybe the mouse, see, even the mouse is at the wrong angle. It's the perspective to make this look like it works. So this, I don't know. So we'll just stick this here. All right, so you can see what's going on here. So I want you to see if you can, I mean, these don't meld together, so you're going to have to, do without this. And maybe come this, I don't know. Let me see here. You don't want this too tall, but so you don't really only need, let me just hide this. So something like this could probably work. All right. This, for example, this could work if you, let's see, let's give them a little animation. I'll rotate this, put this here, hit enter and bring this down below this, and so now with I mean, to see, this is fine. It looks like it's kind of connecting, but so this here should be, if, well, see, this should be going, this is not that thick, but let's see, if these wires were above that, you could go in with the layer mask and now click and shift click. Notice I'm painting on the layer mask here. Make it look like it's coming out of that. Okay, so you could probably fake that. So that kind of works there, see? Alright, so now back down here, you want this to look like it's coming out of this. So this is above this. So I mean, you know, this works something like this. Alright, so we'll leave it like that. Alright, so with that information, see what you could do. Maybe look for other images that work better perspective-wise. Like this mouse is not really working here. This is not really working. Maybe look for another element for this foot here. Okay, for the face. Let's talk about that. I have another image here. All right, the Joker. Okay, and it's just a, you know, you can get any image from a face on Google just as long as it's a good quality image. Alright, so if I zoom in, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to click on the monitor. So this is, as long as you're in the move tool and this auto select is checked, wherever you click it's going to go right to that layer, so it makes it really easy. Okay, so if I click on this layer here, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my lasso tool. Alright, I'm going to click and zoom in for accuracy. I'm going to click here. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Go to the polygon lasso tool. Alright, so if I click right in this corner inside that shadow, alright, and then drag over to here and down to here, and this, you know, this requires an accurate click, and then you can click here and then come back to your origin point and click, create a selection. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go to this other file here. Alright, I'm going to hit Control A to select all and Control C to copy it. Okay, and I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go to Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into. So that pastes that image in the clipboard of the Joker into that selection here. Wait a second here. Alright, and it created an automatic layer mask. Okay, so it's, see that? So that this layer mask is based on that selection. If I right click on it, disable it, you get that. Right click, enable it, you get that. So the beauty about this is this. I can now hit Control T and scale that Joker image inside that mask. So I'm holding down Shift to scale down, to constrain it, and Alt or Option so it scales into the center point. Now I'll let go of the keys and rotate this and just bring this in here and maybe scale it down a little more. So again, any corner, click, start dragging in, hold down Shift to constrain, and Alt or Option to scale into the center point, and then let go, and then you can position wherever you want it. You could also use the arrow keys. Okay, so we'll hit enter and there you go. Alright, so that's a way of getting that image in there. Alright, okay, I'll stop there. I hope that helped. Don't forget you need adjustment layers that are clipping masks and a saved and renamed channel. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So, oops. So I'm going to select the tower, okay? So that layer is active. I'm going to click on the adjustment layer icon and select levels. Alright, you could do it with any one of these adjustment layers, but I mean, you could go to saturation, use saturation, whatever. I don't think use saturation would work too well because this is a black and white image. So what you now have to do though is make this a clipping mask, okay? And that means you would hold down the Alt or Option key, hover above in between that adjustment layer and the underlying layer. Once you see that icon there, you click. that attaches it to the underlying layer. So now any changes you make will only occur on that layer. If this was not clipped, this is before, right? It's going to affect all of the underlying layers. You don't want that. That's the idea of a clipping mask. So Alt or Option click here, and now it attaches only to that layer. Right, so here you have changes here, so you can make an adjustment there, make this a little more dramatic and more contrasty. All right, so and I gave you directions on how to save and rename a channel, so follow that too for 2, for milestone 4 task 2. All right, and you better catch up quick, really. Those late points are going to prevent you from passing. So, all right, hope that helped. Take care. Bye.